How's it going, guys? So, a difficult question for virology slash pathology for step one. We could spend 54 minutes talking about all of these answer choices in excessive slash superfluous detail, which I'm not going to do. I have made PowerPoints here on the YouTube. If you search the PowerPoint playlist, where I get real fucking nitpicky and specific about the viral structures here, okay? So, not going to waste our fucking time in this clip. So before we get started, please subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate it. Give the video a like, really appreciate it. Find me on Instagram at Mehlman_medical, MEHLMAN_medical. The link is down below. Find me on Telegram. Recently created a Telegram group and channel. Links are down below. Now start the clip. 52-year-old guy. He's got a 2-month history of fatigue, weakness, loss of appetite. He's lost 10 pounds during this time. Blood pressure 160/100. He's a non-smoker. Fasting glucose measurement is 90 milligrams per deciliter. Normal range is 72 to 99 milligrams per deciliter fasting. 100 to 125 impaired fasting glucose. 2 measurements, 126 or greater, is diabetes mellitus. He has no significant past medical history. Does not take medications. He immigrated to the United States from China 8 years ago. A renal angiogram is shown. So the fact that he's a non-smoker and he's a non-diabetic, these are just important negatives in terms of decreased risk of atherosclerosis. Okay, he clearly has high blood pressure here. You look at this renal angiogram and you say, no idea what I'm fucking looking at. But even if you don't know, the fact that we have a renal angiogram in the first place in combination with a high blood pressure, the implication is that we probably have a surge of RAS. Okay, he's not the typical demographic for fibromuscular dysplasia, which will be a woman 20s to 40s generally with tunica media hyperplasia, okay, slash dysplasia of the vessels causing a surge of RAS. He's not the typical demographic where he's over the age of 50, where he's a smoker and he's a diabetic, okay, with pre-existing hypertension. So we look at this and the fact that we have China plus a virus, this is polyarteritis nodosa. Okay, so polyarteritis nodosa is a vasculitis. Okay, so arteritis, polyarteritis, that 30% of patients are seropositive for hepatitis B. Now, if you look in the literature, because some students will get real pedantic, they'll say, oh, I thought like hepatitis C can technically do it too. It can technically do it, but hepatitis B is the classic, and it's the answer the USMLE wants. So which answer is hepatitis B here? Okay, let's just look at the answer choices here. Choice A, DNA enveloped circular, is our correct answer. I said I was going to cut to the fucking chase. All right. Now, this is what you need to know. Herpes viridae versus hepatitis B. Herpes viridae, which is literally HSV 1 and 2, like typical herpes for oral genital, VZV, so chickenpox, EBV, CMV, roseola, Kaposi sarcoma-like virus, all the herpes viridae, okay? Those are DNA enveloped linear. So they might show you herpes labialis, okay, herpes around the mouth, and then the answer on the USMLE, just DNA enveloped linear. Students think it's real fucking difficult, which I understand, yes, very nitpicky seemingly, but that's high yield, okay? In contrast, hepatitis B, DNA enveloped circular. We're not getting too crazy here. We're not discussing 40 different viruses and like, OMG, like what's their structure? USMLE doesn't give a fuck, all right? What they care about is, as I just fucking said, that herpes viridae, DNA enveloped linear, hepatitis B, DNA enveloped circular, okay? 30% of patients with polyarteritis nodosa, an idiopathic vasculitis you can treat with steroids. 30% of patients are seropositive for hepatitis B, okay? And just a weird factoid, it does not affect the lungs, okay? That's just another random detail you could put on the back burner. You know the deal. I'm going to continue to make more content. If you like my stuff, subscribe to my channel, and I appreciate your time. That's it.